original film, The Birth of a Nation, was by D.W. Griffith. It was the first film that was shown at the White House. It operated as a propaganda machine to recruit for the Ku Klux Klan. We are not doing a remake of that. We are doing a remix, perhaps, of the same perspective, but from another texture of history. Nat Turner's Revolution of 1831 in Southampton, Virginia, is one of the great moments in American history because it was a moment of resistance, which is how this country, in fact, was formed.
I have a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old kid, and I want them to watch this movie. I want to hold them tight in my arms and explain some of these things to my kids that they need to know. And, you know, I want my kids to see it. And I'm going to hold them tight. We're going to look at this film. We're going to cry together, and I'm going to explain some things together to my kids about this film and why it needs to be shown.
I play one of the plantation owners, and it is a slave rebellion movie, so you can pretty much guess where that's going to go. So,
what's it like representing somebody like that in that era?
Well, it's important to tell the story properly, and I met with Nate a week before production started, and we had not met. I was cast off of a videotape, actually, and so we met and chatted for about an hour, and just, you know, he got across the point that there are no villains in this movie, in this story. Everyone's just being what they are at the time. With our, you know, hindsight, obviously there are bad things going on, bad people doing bad things, but at the time, you know, I was raised by my father, who was raised by his father. Here's the plantation, here's the slaves, this is how you do it. And being that myopic, they had no way of really, you'd say, oh, their humanity should tell them. And we know in today's modern world that there's a lot of people who do crazy things because that's all they know.
I am extremely overwhelmed. At one point, I think I was just having so many emotions that my body like shut down and went numb because it's too much. I'm so excited. I haven't seen it yet, so it's like it's going to be a great experience.
I'm going to get emotional. It means so much to me. Nate Parker gave me a part where I get to play someone who's a part of the story in a film that's a piece of art. That's the beginning of Black Lives Matter. God, I didn't know I would get so emotional. It just hit me from nowhere. And I feel so lucky to be a part of this as an artist because this is what you work for. And we're going to be in a film that actually changes the way people think. We're going to be creating the conversation as a group of people.
What will I take away? I think I take away having some new brothers and sisters. I think because we all were united in telling this story in particular, which is an epic story about an ordinary human being doing extraordinary things. And so I think I take away a bit more of history and knowledge of who Nat Turner was, and who also the voices of people who were not named, you know, who they were, who Hark was, who the character that I played was, who Esther was, who all these other people were, all these unnamed people who lay on the ground.
Everybody put their heart and soul into it. Nate motivated us every day we came to set it and had us understand what we were making. And I think it's going to be very, very impactful, and I'm looking forward to it. What better place to premiere than Sundance, of course.
Nate Parker is not only a talented actor, but you will see, you'll find that he's an incredible director and a writer and a filmmaker and you know, triple threat, quadruple threat, because he produced it and raised the money, and but he's just a gracious human being. I mean, I you know, would leave the set and he would even call me at the end of the day and thank me for my work that day. And you know, to have a director do that is very extraordinarily rare.
Do I want my kids to see it and point to it when they think about me? Yes. I think that you know, sometimes with film and, you know, in television, the artist starts to think about money and commerce. For me, I just wanted to create something that I thought, or I hoped would be a change agent that could affect change now. You know, there's a lot of injustices happening all around us every day, and Nat Turner is a hero of mine because he faced those injustices with all the tools that he had. So me as a filmmaker, the camera, you know, is my weapon, and film is my ammo. So you know, I just want hopefully people to see this and walk out feeling like, are there institutions, or are there any systems that exist around me that I'm complicit in by my passivity? Do I shrug off? Am I empathetic when I see these horrible things happening? So I just want to use the legacy of slavery to make us think about systems that are in place and how they corrupted us, and how we still need to heal from the wounds of slavery and other injustices. So hopefully people take something away from it. I'm a little on a cloud right now. I have so much respect for Sundance, the Institute, and what they do for us, and I'm just so proud and humbled to be here. I just hope the film plays and people like it.